Here upon the pristine digital shores of Palworld 1.0, we witness an ecosystem of pure, unadulterated hostility.
They are not supposed to be here!
This is not a casual stroll through the park. Under these custom server parameters, life is short, brutal, and unforgiving. Observe the rules of this severe environment.
If you don't lower your voice, I am going to put handcuffs on you.
Enemy strike damage is doubled. Player experience gain is halved. The terrifying darkness of night lingers 40% longer. PAL capture rates are severely restricted. And should a companion fall in battle, their soul is extinguished forever. To survive, one would need pinnacle physical conditioning, acute spatial awareness, and tactical brilliance.
I don't have time to constantly be abused.
We'll get OP.
Possessing a torso built like an industrial refrigerator, supported by legs thinner than dry spaghetti, and topped with a vibrant blue plumage designed to warn predators and retail managers to stay far away. Even in her infancy, her posture radiates pure indignation. Awakening upon the stone altar of Windswept Island, the Karen demonstrates her immediate priority, ignoring the breathtaking scenery to loot ancient archaeological ruins for chump change.
I want to talk to the manager. Okay, one second. Hi, how can I help you? What the fuck is...
Ascending to the surface, she unlocks her first fast travel waypoint. But due to regional randomization, the local fauna is entirely unhinged. Behold, a level 2 carnivora prowling the brush. Recognizing her complete lack of weaponry, the Karen decides to pick wild berries instead.
I'd like to see people wrecking it.
We're not wrecking it. There's literally so many berries everywhere.
Oh my god, we're not wrecking it! Oh, there's so many berries out here!
Suddenly, a wild level 3 herbal appears. This rare creature possesses the extraordinary biological ability to revive its master upon death, an absolute necessity for a creature with zero combat capability. The capture fails. The herbal is entirely unimpressed by her entitlement. Realizing she is unarmed, unarmored, and severely outmatched, the Karen executes a classic tactical maneuver, running away while screaming internally.
You're about to get sprayed.
No,
Get
just
down on the ground right now.
leave me alone!
As she ventures deeper into the wilderness, the chaotic nature of randomized spawns unfolds. High-level apex predators are locked in apocalyptic combat across the hillsides. Massive fireballs and lightning bolts tear through the low-level zone. She secures minor supplies, chats briefly with a local traveler, and eventually stumbles upon a giant fluffy monarch, a wild king parker. With a single lucky throw, her first subject is subjugated. She views this glorious creature not as a companion, but as an unpaid intern bound for immediate industrial exploitation. Rather than fleeing this war zone, the Karen acts as an opportunistic scavenger, looting the charred remains of fallen beasts like a blue-haired vulture. She makes her way to the local settlement to pick up some side quests, check the traders out, and grab the fast travel waypoint. Approaching a local Syndicate stronghold, the Karen observes a firefight in progress. A squad of heavily armed bandits is attempting to subdue a wild Pirin. Rather than offering assistance, the Karen uses her stealth, or lack thereof, to creep around the perimeter. She picks the lock on an iron cage, liberating a Jolthog Christ inside. Then, exhibiting absolute ruthlessness, she turns to the dying Piran, hurls a Powell sphere, and steals the Height air beast directly from under the Syndicate's noses. Accepting their combat labor as her due, she acquires an elite timber worker and a living furnace. As night settles over the island, extending the freezing pitch-black darkness by 40%, disaster strikes. Cresting a nearby ridge, the Karen stumbles headfirst into an unsung Syndicate members. She pulls the classic move of running away in fear while letting her pal take the beating.
Oh,
Get
just
down on the ground right now.
leave me alone!
Overwhelmed and freezing to death, she sprints up to the jump-up of a colossal watchtower, activating the beacon to illuminate the surrounding fog. Trapped at the summit with hypothermia setting in, she fast travels back to the village square, summoning her newly stolen Piran to serve as a glorified personal space heater.
Nice.
With the break of dawn, our heroine returns to the watchtower, only to realize a fundamental error in her tactical planning. She has no glider, she has no parachute, she has only gravity, 2 scrawny legs, and an unearned sense of invulnerability. Observing the vertical drop below, she calculates her odds and simply leaps into the abyss, operating under the unshakable delusion that laws of physics require her explicit consent. Miraculously surviving the fall, she notices an elderly gentleman locked inside a reinforced steel cage. Smelling an opportunity to acquire more cheap manual labor, she unlocks the enclosure. Instantly, an armed Syndicate reinforcement unit emerges from the tree line. Under the brutal double damage multiplier, a single 12-gauge shell annihilates her existence, leaving her to ponder her server settings from beyond the grave. Respawning at the nearest waypoint, the Karen sprints back to reclaim her dropped belongings, expecting a brutal firefight, only to find a scene of absolute slaughter. Every single Syndicate operative lies dead on the dirt. Standing calmly in the center of the carnage is the elderly man. It appears the helpless captive was secretly an unregistered martial arts master who eliminated the entire hit squad off camera. The Karen loots the dead bodies, takes the old man's supplies, offers zero gratitude, and trots away. Advancing up the mountain past toward her desired main base site, the Karen rounds a tight rocky bend and comes face to face with the local Apex Lord, a level 23 Blazamut.
Run.
She turns to flee, but the fire demon winds up a molten strike, sniping her directly in the spinal column. Once again, her entitlement fails to protect her from instant incineration. Refusing to accept defeat, the Karen returns, opting to scale the vertical cliff face to bypass the monster entirely. Reaching the upper plateau, she beholds the promised land. dense forests, stone quarries, multiple rich iron veins, and high-value coal deposits. She immediately constructs a fast travel point, a crucial insurance policy against her own inevitable mortality, and begins establishing the Karen headquarters. Structures rise. Primitive workbenches are assembled, berry fields are sown, beds are crafted. But as she accesses the expansion ledger, a catastrophic realization dawns. The regional tutorial demands a starter Lamball to complete base registration. But because the entire island's ecosystem has been completely randomized, there is not a single sheep in sight across the entire sector. With her base partially built and a level 23 fire demon stalking the valley below, the Karen must prepare for her next expedition, venturing back into low-level zones to hunt down native starter species and locate the missing Lamball. Will her wooden defensive walls hold when the Blazamut inevitably invades? Can she survive long enough to craft metal armor? Find out on the next episode of Joe Daddy Gaming Palworld Edition. Hit that subscribe button immediately, or the Karen will lodge an official complaint with YouTube Corporate. And as always, take it away, kiddo.
Like and subscribe!